U.S. supersonic aircraft developer Exosonic has started test flying a subscale demonstrator of a conceptual supersonic unmanned aircraft the company aims to develop for military customers. Design and manufacture of the EX-3M took 9 months, and the aircraft will serve as a quarter-scale testbed to validate autonomy software that will be incorporated into Exosonic's full-scale supersonic EX-3 Revenant UAS. Revenant is a 5th-generation aerial target that Exosonic is designing under a $1.25 million Small Business Innovation Research (SBIR) contract awarded by the USAF. The flight test campaign comes after Exosonic, based in the Los Angeles suburb of Torrance, California, shifted its development efforts primarily toward military projects and away from a civilian supersonic jet that it had pitched several years ago. The company has been performing test flights of its subscale supersonic demonstrator since last year, but completed its first successful flight of the EX-3M Trident high-speed unmanned test aircraft in March. This test took place out on a dry lake bed in Southern California and reached a top speed of over 130 carats, 240 kilometers/a, at an altitude of roughly 600 feet, says Exosonic, which released a video showing the flight. This represents a significant milestone in Exosonic's company history, as it proves that the company can translate its supersonic aircraft engineering design techniques into an airworthy aircraft. As Exosonic completes the flight test program, the company will explore commercial opportunities to leverage the EX-3M as an autonomy testbed or as a research vehicle to demonstrate USAF critical capabilities. According to Exosonic, it's currently in discussions with several commercial entities to demonstrate crewed-uncrewed teaming. Exosonic came on the scene in 2019 with ambitions to develop a 70-passenger, Mach 1.8 civilian supersonic jet with 5,000 NIM, 9,260 kilometers of range for mid-2030 service entry. But it shifted its focus to military aircraft after landing several government contracts, including a 2021 U.S. Air Force (USAF) deal to develop a supersonic unmanned aircraft for possible use as an adversarial fighter that would challenge USAF pilots. In March 2023, Exosonic won a USAF contract to design a supersonic aerial target for use in validating the performance of missiles. The EX-3M Trident is a 20% subscale demonstrator of the company's conceptual M1.4 Revenant unmanned aircraft, which Exosonic is pitching as both an adversarial air training aircraft and as an aerial target. The main thing we are looking for is aerodynamic stability, particularly low-speed stability, Exosonic co-founder and chief executive Norris Tai says of the EX-3M Trident flight tests. He adds that Exosonic is among a small group of supersonic and hypersonic aircraft developers that, with relatively minimal funding, have flown prototypes. The EX-3M Trident is about 2.4 meters, 8 feet, long, has a 1.5 meters wingspan and power from a small turbine engine. It is made primarily from composite materials, including 3D printed parts. Exosonic is using the initial flight tests to evaluate the stability of its design at slow speeds, a realm where ultra-fast aircraft tend to have stability issues, says Tai. The flight test campaign falls outside Exosonic's military contracts and is therefore funded not by the USAF but from the company's internal research and development budget. After flight testing, the company will explore commercial opportunities to leverage the EX-3M as an autonomy testbed or research vehicle to demonstrate USAF critical capabilities. In addition to working with USAF, Exosonic is working with government contractors, such as Tactical Air Support, to understand how pilot training can be improved. Jim DiMatteo, Director of Communications and F5 ADAIR pilot, said, "Tactical Air Support is excited to see an emerging supersonic UAV platform that can operate jointly with a piloted contract adversary like the Tactical Air Support F5 Advanced Tiger. These expanded capabilities will significantly enhance the DoD Blue Forces training at a reduced cost." Exosonic will continue to explore more applications for its supersonic UAVs to help the DoD's mission to modernize in the face of upcoming near-peer adversary threats. Exosonic will also use the UAV for its own purposes, to test its low-boom technology in flight. This research will help validate Exosonic's sonic boom loudness work. Exosonic says the demonstrator could also serve as a platform for use by governments and commercial players to validate manufacturing techniques and autonomy software and sensors. I'm extremely proud of the team for getting the Triton vehicle designed, assembled, and into the test program in only 9 months, said Norris Tai, Exosonic's CEO and co-founder. They worked tirelessly over the past several weeks to reach this point. We were able to put our aircraft through its paces out in the field and gather some great results. The data will now be analyzed and will move to further ground testing and flight testing. If you enjoy content like this, please go ahead and like and subscribe to this video because I appreciate all your support.